Welcome to, or welcome back to, this relatively new channel, The Dichotomy of Love. I'm Michaela Veda, and today I'm going to be telling you how to get a man to chase you. I'm also going to be telling you why this is not a good idea and what can happen if you follow this advice, regardless of this disclaimer. Here's the disclaimer. Men are naturally, dare I say, predatory creatures. And that sounds pretty terrible until you realize men have this innate drive to go after everything they want in totality. They have a to-do list and they complete it. If you are on a man's to-do list, you will be completed in one way or another. It's okay. We can laugh about it. It's funny. It's funny. If you are a healed person, you should not be wasting time getting people who don't prioritize you to take an interest in you and your life and what you have to offer. It's a waste of time. There will always be people out there who want to prioritize you. And it sucks, I know, having to wait around for them to show up or to, God forbid, go find them. If you're an introvert like me, that's a terrible task. But there will always be people who put in the same amount of effort that you do. And as healed people, that's what we want. If you are not necessarily fully healed, and you might not even know it yet, you will attach yourself to certain people who maybe are not for you. People who you feel like you have this intense attraction and desire towards. You feel like it's meant to be. Oftentimes, that feeling is one of two things. First, they are a lesson, and the universe is putting them in front of you so that you can learn what you need to learn to be healed. Second, this person possesses certain character traits or has certain things in their life that you actually subconsciously want for yourself. You are drawn to this person because they represent aspects of you that you admire, that are deep within you, that you haven't cultured and brought to the surface yet. With that being said, if you're a healed person, you probably shouldn't be watching this video. I would urge you to check out another one of my videos on this channel, potentially the one about shadow work. But if you are here to learn how to get a man to chase you, here it goes. I'm going to tell you. First, you want to come from a place of playing a character. You want to become the person that he wants in his life. You want to dress like he wants. You want to talk like he wants. You want to do the things that he loves to do. You want to know about the things that interest him. You want to create a character. This is female manipulation 101. God forbid. Which brings me to the second thing. You want to go on those femme fatale Instagram reels or the female manipulator content on YouTube, and you want to learn all about how to use the most seductive eye techniques, the body language that makes a man want you. And you want to build this version of yourself that you deem as irresistible to him. But you want to do this behind the curtains so that when you show up to him, it feels like that's who you've always been. You've always been his dream girl. Like, oh, when you met me, I was just having an off day. Oh, I hate this. I hate it. The second thing you want to do is try a little bit of breadcrumbing. Good old-fashioned breadcrumbing. Narcissistic manipulation. You want to push forward, pull back. Push forward, pull back. Push forward, pull back. This might feel like what he's doing to you already. Even though this man literally just doesn't want to give you the time of day, and you are forcing the relationship on him, you want to communicate in a way where he only gets access to you at your most optimistic, positive, pleasurable states. You become this compassionate, nurturing, loving woman that he desires. So seductive, irresistible, always showing up as her best self. Dressed to the nines with the makeup and the hair. Oh, God, it's so bad, isn't it? And then you want to disappear so that he has plenty of time to think about you. He is going to start showing up for you in a different way, possibly wanting to spend more time with you, sending you WYD texts, asking you what you're doing, because men like this probably don't plan dates. Oh God, that cut. Nope. Asking you if you want to spend time together. Maybe even asking you on a date. He's going to start showing up in ways that weren't consistent with this that he had towards you before. When this happens, it is very important to pull back so that he has a chance to wonder. You're clearly on his mind, so doesn't absence make the heart grow fonder? I mean, yes, theoretically. So use that. That's what you're going to do. These are the basics of it. And it seems easy if you're not a healed person. This is the reality. If you feel like you have to do this to get a man to chase you, if you want a man to chase you at all, you are not a healed person. You are not ready for true love and romance. You need to do more work. You need to start showing up for yourself, not trying to get someone else to show up for you. But as healed people, we know that before we were healed, we so often thought that we were healed. So if you're still here and you're just thinking, oh, I'm just trying to get him to chase me because he's not texting back. He broke his phone. He spends a lot of time with his mother. He's got a crazy workout schedule. His work demands so much of his attention. He has a sister that he goes and visits on weekends. Keep watching. One of two things is going to happen at this stage where there starts to be a feeling of push and pull between the two of you. This mutual dive in, pull back, dive in, pull back. One, hypothetically speaking, this man is a healed person himself. He is going to realize that something is off because, believe it or not, men have intuition and you are not showing up as your authentic self. Men can tell. They are not stupid. Healed men, especially, are not stupid. And the relationship is going to fizzle out naturally. One or both of you is going to get bored because you realize it's just not what you want. You're going to learn from the situation and you're going to move on. Or he is going to ghost you because men don't like feeling when something is off. Men don't like feeling stressed by a woman. And subconsciously, if you're not being authentic, it's going to stress him out. And you're going to be left to your own devices, wondering what went wrong. Did you not do it right? Well, no, you weren't supposed to do it in the first place. This is the better of the two outcomes. Okay, let me tell you the second one. Number two, he is not a healed man. He is going to start using you for his own benefit. In one way or another, he's going to start showing up for you in ways that are not consistent. He's going to continue culturing the attachment that you two have, but it's going to feel off to you at this point because he's doing it on purpose. You're still going to wonder where you went wrong if you're doing it right. Well, no, you're not doing it right because this man was still never for you in the first place. Eventually, he's going to get bored of the game. He realizes it's a game at this point, especially if he's a narcissist. It was probably a game from the beginning, and he's probably more than likely going to ghost you. He might show up here and there and then ghost again, show up here and there, ghost again. That is just typical breadcrumbing behavior. At this point, you are going to feel worthless. You are going to start to feel like you are not enough, and you never were enough, and you're not even enough for yourself because you went on this whole journey of trying to become the perfect partner for this man, and it just didn't work. You are going to retreat so far within to yourself that eventually you find yourself. Once you find yourself, you can ignore it and find someone else to play the game with. That's what unhealed people do. Or you can find yourself and realize that maybe that is who you were looking for all along in this man or through this experience. And once you find yourself and recognize that, you can choose to get to know you, love yourself. This kind of situation, whether you choose to do this or you've just done it before already, is often a catalyst for what it looks like to become a healed person. This is often a breaking point for a lot of women when they start to realize that showing up inauthentically is a result of not knowing yourself and loving yourself enough. Showing up as an inauthentic version of yourself just means that you don't have the knowledge and the boundaries about you and within you to communicate to the world on an obvious level what you stand for, who you are, what you want out of relationships, out of communication, out of men. And once you love yourself and you go through this process, you will realize what is for you finds you. Self-love is the precursor to true love. They say you have to love yourself first, and that sounds so stupid. Like, what does it really mean? Well, if you love yourself and you know yourself, and you are so in tune with your inner energy and your inner vibrations, the law of attraction comes into play. Believe it or not, you attract what you put out. If you are putting out this energy of self-love, confidence, staying in a place where you know your boundaries and you're communicating that to the world, what isn't for you is not going to touch that. It's not going to fuck with that, girl. It's not. You're going to start to notice people come in, romantic or otherwise, that are more aligned with who you really are as a person. And that, I think, is the ultimate message of this video. If you want to learn how to truly embody self-love so that you can attract true love, subscribe to my channel because I will be posting a lot of self-love related content. And leave a comment. Do you think that self-love is necessary to find true love? Do you think that how to get a man to chase you is something that we should really be searching for on the internet? Let me know, and I'll catch you in the next video.